Hi, my name is Wolfgang. Yeah, so this is a very interesting case because we have several things happening. There are holes in the mesh of the gum, but also that we have the fitting surfaces of the pontics seem to not connect onto the gum anyways. So there's various difficulties with the case. To start off with, in Blender we can go into edit mode, so we can actually work with the mesh, and I'm going to work with the faces here. So we're going to have a look at the case here. We've got a big kind of a fragments coming out here, so we want to get rid of these areas. I'm going to use the circular select C, and we will just select a couple of faces like that, and then we'll move on. We'll have a look at some of the other mesh. Here we can cut through this, and we'll reconnect it later on. So just like using a knife, I'm going to work my way through here. Just like that. Same thing here. Okay. We can clean up these faces over here because we don't want to have it extrude out later and cause problems. So we're just going to clean up this edge there. I think that side is fine, and that side is good too. Maybe we'll just tidy up that here, get rid of that, and viewing it from the other side, yeah, I'm happy with that. So we're going to press X, and we want to delete the faces, so they're gone. Now we can try and this hasn't gone yet, so there's still a small connecting piece. No, it's free floating. So what that means is we're going to clean the mesh, so it's going to get rid of small fragments. After this, I'm going to just press the fill holes button. So that's plugged the gum. It has also plugged the pontic area, and it has not plugged this section because we need to connect that onto the gum. So the way we do that is we go into edit mode. Now I'm going to zoom in a bit. I'm just going to select one vertex there and one on the opposing side like that. Push F, which will put an edge to that area. And we just continue and we kind of scaffold along there. And close that section. Maybe another one there. I'll inspect this area. Same thing. Just scaffold across, fuse, F for fuse. Just putting down a couple of these lines. Okay, same thing here. We're just going to just towards the back. And I think that's good enough. Push fill holes. That's plugged it all. From here we're just going to smooth down the area. So into sculpt. And we're just going to brush over. Make sure the mesh is nice and clean. Like that. So we can see we've got a small interproximal opening, so it's not a hole in the mesh as such. which we will close in a minute. Here we can just smooth a bit the underside like that, very easy. And then we're going to connect these pontic areas on the gum, because if you're going to want to print this, you'll need support and everything, so we may as well just join it onto the tissue area. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Of course you can print it like that if you want. Okay, so I'm quite happy with the results so far. I'm going to now exit out of the sculpt mode, just push exit. And we're just going to have a look at if there are any inverted normals. This is very important. Inverted normals are surfaces that are inside out, which we don't have, which is great. So we know that this could print. I'm going to make the model next. So we're just going to press upper base. So this is normally a one-click operation, making models if you've got a clean scan. Very simple to use. Here we go. If you want to adjust the base, you can do that, shorter or longer. And we can even hollow it in a minute. I'll show you how to do that. But so you could save this, and then like I said, you can print it, but we may want to just plug these areas underneath. It's very easily done. We're going to use a patch tool. And this is like working with wax. We can expand the sphere and we can move it around. So we're going to use like a G key. And actually, yeah. So I'm going to place it underneath. Then we're going to duplicate that. And then just flood this area underneath with a bit of these little bubbles. That's about right. Then we're going to push complete it by pushing fill. Okay, so that's filled that in. And of course, if you like, we can smooth that. So just push sculpt again. Sculpt. Yeah, so Blender's got some amazing sculpting tools that you can use to flatten or create surface topography. So here we've closed this section, and perhaps we could have added a couple of more bubbles in there, but yeah, I think one could sort of get the idea what's happening there. Excellent. Lastly, I'm just going to hollow this. So we're going to exit out of the smoothing. Turn it upside down. I like working this way. Just going to use the make hollow. And I like using the honey vented. And just pulling this tool upwards like that. Here we go, nice and neat, and push apply. Excellent. I'm going to send you this model and hopefully you can print it out and show us what it looks like. Thank you. Bye.